Cosmos, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this elegant pumpkin for Halloween. Okay, let's get started. What you're going to need for this project is a clean, beautiful, round, nice pumpkin, a bowl with a little tiny bit of water in it, a paintbrush. I like to get these disposable ones because it kind of doesn't matter what you do to it. You can just throw it away. I think they cost like $1, if that. Some trim. This is really cool black trim, and it looks like spikes, and we're going to cut this apart. A pair of scissors, some school glue, glitter. I grabbed these big containers of it. You can use smaller containers, but I always think, oh, I'll use it for something else. Hot glue, and of course, hot glue sticks. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is, there's a little bit of water in this bowl because I want to thin down the Elmer's glue. That way it's just easier to paint onto the pumpkin. So I'm thinning it down till it's just a little bit thinner than the consistency it came out of the bottle. It's gonna be much, much easier. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna work in sections. I want you to start from the top and paint all the way down to the bottom, I'm gonna do it in about 4 sections, but you can do it in smaller sections if you like. If you're helping a small child, maybe it's easier just to paint like smaller strips. So I'm gonna take the brush, and I'm not going to paint the stem of the pumpkin. I wanna keep it that way, because I want everyone to know that it's a real pumpkin, not one of the plastic ones you bought in the store. And I just paint the entire section just like this. Make sure you have craft paper down on your table. It's gonna make it a lot easier to clean up the glue and the glitter. Just like that. Very simple. And I took the lid off of the glitter, but you can shake it on like the salt and pepper shaker kind. And then I'm just going to very easily dump the glitter all over the pumpkin. Kids love to do this. And as you can see, I started going around. Then you can just continue on to the next section. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh my gosh, he wasted a ton of glitter. That's why you just want to use one piece of craft paper, and then you're just going to roll it up like this. Just like that. And then I'm going to dump it right back into the bottle. Of course, I just made a mess in front of the camera, but you're not going to do that. And there we go. So it actually takes very little glitter to actually make the pumpkin. And then we can throw this away. Okay, now we're gonna take that cool trim that I purchased, and I'm going to actually cut it in strips. This trim is very trendy now. I've seen it in all kinds of stores. It doesn't exactly have to be this very same kind, and you can even use ribbon for this. So I'm going to continue doing this, but as you can see, it's coming off just like that. So it's just going to be one small row of spikes. Okay, now we're all set. I allowed the pumpkin to dry, and now we're going to start adding our trim just with the hot glue gun. Remember, be careful, it's hot. So I just just decide, I like to follow these lines on the pumpkin, so follow the lines up and down on the pumpkin, but keep the spacing in between them very evenly apart. This is going to make your pumpkin look very professionally done, very elegant. I just do halfway down and start. You have to work quickly because the glue will dry very quickly. Just like that. I'm going to turn it so you can see it. I started doing some of the lines, and then continue the rest of the way down. Some people keep like a little bit of ice water in case you get hot glue on your finger. You can put it inside. My hands are very used to hot glue, so I don't use it, but feel free to do that. Now, if you see on the bottom, I don't go all the way to the bottom because you don't want your pumpkin to sit on top of the spikes, the trim. So then just finish it off with the hot glue, just to where it sits on the table. Perfect. Now we're going to continue doing that all the way around the pumpkin. There you have it. This is going to be a really elegant centerpiece to a table. You can put this on a fireplace outside for the trick-or-treaters. They're really going to love it. Thanks again. My name's Michael Collins.